Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice way.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Gene Edwards. You are watching Lubed. This is the weekly preview and news edition for week number 3 of the Edmonton Oilers 2022-23 NHL season. I'm going to give you a preview on the 4 games that are upcoming this week for the Edmonton Oilers, and I might add 4 very tough opponents. But I do want to talk a little bit about some news regarding Dylan Holloway. So, Sportsnet reported yesterday during the St. Louis game that Dylan Holloway did not get injured for a long term. I'm imagining he got a bit of a concussion. So he's probably day to day until that happens. That being said, how is this kid going to recover? He made a very bad bumbling error in the Vancouver game that costed the first goal, so that probably stumped his confidence. Then he got absolutely train wrecked. I believe it was against Buffalo, and caused him to be injured, caused the actual player that did the hit to get injured too. So both players sustained some injuries on that. But we hope to see Dylan Holloway probably a week or so, I would imagine, depending on how bad. Like I say, I'm just assuming. I haven't heard any updates of what his prognosis is, if it is a concussion, but I would think it might have a concussion because he got hit pretty hard. Anyway, we will move on from that. So the Oilers have a total of 4 games this week, and they're against... Well, 3 out of the 4 is going to be very tough opponents, and I'm not even sure about if Chicago will be tough because Chicago is actually 2-2 on the season. They start off Monday, and I want to stand corrected from yesterday. I said that they played on Tuesday. No, they actually play Monday against the Pittsburgh Penguins. They go over to St. Louis for the second meeting of the season against the Blues on Wednesday. They play the Hawks on Thursday, and then finish off the week with the Calgary Flames on Saturday for the second of 3 meetings of the Battle of Alberta. Yeah, that's it. Battle of Alberta is almost wrapped up for the season. So, kind of sucks. So right now, the Oilers are kind of on a bit of a slow start to this season. The fan base, like myself, had high expectations after what we saw last year. And I think some of us, including myself, are starting to get a little concerned. But I think we still have to just be patient. Hopefully this team gets a little bit more crisper on their passing, because that's one of the biggest flaws I'm seeing with the Oilers right now, is they're not getting those tape-to-tape passes as much as they normally do. The Oilers right now, as of Saturday night, are 2-3. They are 5th in the Pacific with 4 points. They are also 5th in the league with 5 power play goals and 3rd in the league with a 37.5 power play percentage. They are going to be playing the Pittsburgh Penguins on Monday night, who is 1st in the Metro with 9 points, 1st in the league for goals averaged per game. They're averaging 5 goals a game. This is an offensive juggernaut this year. So far what I've seen this year. They are also 6th in the league on the power play with 31.3, so they got a good power play. They are 5th in the league with a 12.5 shot percentage. And yeah, they are looking Super, super, super good. As far as the Chicago Blackhawks, this is a team that appeared to be tanking for Berard, as they just, in the offseason, just basically destroyed their roster and got rid of Kirby Doc and several players, several key players to various teams to try a rebuild process. But right now, this team is 2-2. They have 4 points. They are 5th in the Central. And this should be, in my opinion, a sure win for the Oilers. If they can't win this, I'm going to be very, very concerned about that. Then they play St. Louis the very next night, Thursday night. St. Louis now still the undefeated team as of Saturday night when I'm filming this, as they defeated the Oilers earlier today. They are now 4-0. They are second in the Central next to Dallas with 8 points. And they are second in the league for goals against average, or goals for average, at 4.5. So they are right behind Pittsburgh for the goals average per game. And number 1 in the league for shot percentage at 17%. So 17% of their shots are goals. That's a huge, huge record that they got going. And the other stat that I did have here is they are still perfect this season on the penalty kill. They have not let in a single power play goal as of Saturday night. Keep that in mind. Okay, then they take on the Calgary Flames next Saturday night. And this is actually nice. I'm actually getting some stats for you guys, because the first week I did this, I had really nothing to go off of. But Calgary is now second in the Pacific. They are tied with Vegas. If they win tonight, they will be tied with Vegas for first overall. They currently have a 31.3 power play percentage, which gives them 5th in the league in that regard. So yeah, the Edmonton Oilers are in very tough next week. Tough schedule. They have to start getting some wins together, and I think this road trip might actually get that little bit of a bond going, because the Oilers started off with a 6-game homestand. They will have 2 other homestands that are about 4 games each, so that start to the season is their longest homestand of the year. And maybe getting on the road might give them a little bit of a kick in the butt, or just a little bit more unity amongst the team. I hope so, because, yeah, I have to say I'm a little bit concerned at the 2-3 start. And they really seem to be gripping the sticks and fighting it a little bit. But I really think they will get out of this. All right, guys, I will see you on Monday night, and hopefully reporting on an amazing Edmonton Oilers victory over the Pittsburgh Penguins. Until then, stay happy, stay healthy, and stay hydrated. We'll see you on Monday. You have a good one.
I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding from the words I spit. So sharp, so freezing, so cold. Behold, frostbite they feeling.